So many important lessons can be learned in the outdoors. We know that in Greater Minnesota. A partnership between Marshall County Public Schools and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is allowing students to step into nature to learn everything from science and math to social studies, art, and photography. With this new partnership, the district converted 7 acres of unused school land to an outdoor prairie wetland restoration area. Students are now working alongside Forest Service staff to reshape, seed, and restore the land, including planting over 1,000 milkweed plants to support monarch butterflies. Most recently, the Agassiz Audubon Society provided a solar-powered webcam to view bird feeders and bird nesting areas and access to a grant for binoculars for students. While many schools focus on technology and what they can do within walls to connect students in the world, this program educates students outside walls through a connection to nature and the local historical landscape. I have to take a little personal liberty here. Paul, we worked together some years ago at the at the Science Museum on an equity partnership. Spent a couple summers working together. I hadn't seen him since then. I was in Janice Southwaite's wedding.
No.
An outstanding teacher for Casson. And a few years ago, a guy named Brian Longerbone called me up and wanted me to come coach with him when he was the head coach at Cedar Mountain Country. So another example of how great our organization is and how great Greater Minnesota is. I'm sure the conversations you had, you found connections very quickly with anybody you talked to. So I would like you to please join me in recognizing Marshall County Central Public Schools with 2018 Profile of Excellence Award for the Outdoor Science Classroom. And I'd like to invite my friend, the high school principal, Brian Longerbone, to accept the honor.
Thanks, Lee. And if you get the chance to talk to Lee, if you don't know him yet, great guy, great stories. Most of them are true. Excuse me. I'm proud to accept this award from the MREA on behalf of our school district. Thank you to the MREA for honoring the Marshall County Central Schools Restored Prairie and Outdoor Classroom. The key to a project like this has been connecting with the right partners, keeping the community informed, and being open-minded. Our schools had the space, as Lee said, of 7 acres that more or less just sat there. Brush had overgrown the space, and it needed some care in general, but contained potential for some usefulness. Our science department, led by Josh Starlton, has worked close with the nearby Agassiz Wildlife Refuge for many years. U.S. Fish and Wildlife run the refuge, and through sharing ideas and hearing about other schools that they had connected with, it seemed like an ideal partnership for us. U.S. Fish and Wildlife shared their resources with us. We promised we'd work with them and would not move outside our plan for a period of 10 years. They had funds to help clean the space of debris, clear the brush, and restore the area to its original prairie. Sharing just the idea with the community led to an influx of interest and donations. We obtained several convertible bench tables that could be used for enjoying the space or for work. Eventually, large donations came in from our local elevator and a local foundation, which has led to the construction of a pavilion-style building that can be used for learning experiences near the outdoor prairie area. Students have been involved in every step of this process, helping with the initial site prep and cleanup, planting native prairie grasses and milkweed, making birdhouses in the shop, and setting them up, and cleaning out birdhouses each year. Students of all ages can use the prairie in the classroom building. Community members can also use the space as well in any way they see fit. The outdoor classroom building houses our bench tables. It has a large storage area for our science equipment. We have a compost site, rubber boots for exploring the prairie during the wet seasons, and the building has Wi-Fi so students can use computers for collecting their observation notes. We're also adding bathrooms and water access and adding a weather station as well. Our city is interested in connecting to the outdoor prairie area. They are currently in the process of seeking a grant for walking trails that will include getting public access to our outdoor prairie. Future use includes incorporation of using space by other teachers at all grade levels, partnering with the city on a walking trail along the prairie. adding amenities that make sense to enhance learning and connect with our purpose. We've accomplished the primary goal of getting our learning spaces and our students into nature. It is an honor to be recognized by MREA this year, and we appreciate all the other successes that we have heard from Aiken and Casa Manorville as well. Thank you.